And Sam Roberts, we have come to the official New Jersey State Championship match, the Archadia Invitational, and making his way out to the ring right now, the current Jersey State champion, Archadia.
That's right, about to enter the ring, Arcadia's #1 fan, Archadia.
And he was kind of duped into this New Jersey State match. His YouTube videos have been a big hit on the JAPW message board, and he was given free reign for this matchup to pick his 3 opponents for the Archadia Invitational. At first he called Azrieal, who he thought was injured. Azrieal said, no, I'm not injured, after he agreed to the matchup. So we have 100% Azrieal in this matchup. Pinkie Sanchez said he's always grown up adoring, he's adored Archadia ever since Archadia came into JAP. So Pinkie Sanchez was put in this matchup. He's the X factor in this matchup because nobody knows what Pinkie Sanchez is going to do in this matchup. He got another fan mail from this guy called El Bandit. I think he was the only idiot who didn't know it was Bandido Jr., was duped into allowing Bandido Jr. in this matchup, and I don't think the New Jersey State champion is very happy.
Well, sometimes he gets blinded by the love he has for himself. Here's YouTube's own Archadia.
If you don't know, I've decided that since there was no competition to come at me, I figured I would just open the gates and let whoever wanted to come in be in this ring. So 3 people answered. 3 of them. A stupid little Mexican, a gay little Mexican, and a Mexican with really long hair that looks like he has horns coming out of his head. I don't understand it. For real. So anyway, I figured that I invited them to the match, and now one by one, I will invite them to the ring. Who's the lucky competitor that's for #1? That's my Howard Finkel.
I am not a whore.
Coming to the ring from Michael Jackson. Oh, he's dead. This guy loves men so much. He loves the oil. He likes the rum. He wears pink. It's even in his name. Weighing in at 100 pesos.
Pinkie Sanchez making his return here to Jersey All Pro Wrestling. It's been quite a few years, January of 2005 to be exact, when we saw Pinkie Sanchez. He got destroyed by Dan Moffat, Wild Card 1. We haven't seen him since, but it looks like he hasn't changed much.
The only wrestler who's man enough to wear a leather pink half jacket is one Pinkie Sanchez, moonwalking his way as a tribute to the late great Michael Jackson into the ring.
Well, Pinkie Sanchez comes to Jersey City via the Neverland Ranch, USA, by way of Planet Funk. And Pinkie Sanchez having a good time here at European Homicide.
He just took Arcadia's light up sunglasses.
Archadia has another pair on.
Pinkie came to party. I hope he came to wrestle too.
The #2 competitor in the Archadia. I don't want 8.
Oh my goodness.
I'm not brothers. Your nipples are disgusting. #2.
Archadia not a fan of Pinkie Sanchez's nipples for whatever reason.
This guy lied to me. He told me he was hurt.
And Archadia is now complaining that Azrieal did indeed tell him he was hurt, which was a lie.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Mexican Patrick Swayze.
don't know where Archadia got that information. Archadia was misled with information saying that Azrieal was injured. Azrieal was never injured after the last show, and immediately agreed to be a part of the Archadia Invitational.
If I could pick any 3 men to defend my title against, I don't think these would be the 3 I'd pick.
I think you and Pinkie would get along well, though.
And what's that supposed to mean?
He's having a rough time getting his pleather jacket on.
It's tight.
Invited to my matchup of champions, the second bandit. There is one pinfall, and the winner has to be me. You follow these rules, then ring the bell, and I will never the bell ringer.
I mean, he said the rule was the winner has to be him, Archadia. Must be nice to make your own rules.
Looks like we're finally going to get the Archadia Invitational on its way. Referee Matt Bennett holding up the New Jersey State Championship. And again, Archadia handpicked these 3 opponents, but he was duped, thinking Azrieal was injured, and he was the only idiot who didn't believe that El Bandit was Bandido Jr.
Well, obviously Archadia spends a lot of time planning his showmanship, his ring entrances, writing jokes as if he were a comedian. I mean, he comes to the ring in a wool hat and a jacket in the middle of August. I can only hope that he spends that much time preparing for his matches, as in what goes on after the entrance and before the exit. You know, that middle part, the wrestling part.
Point, and again, he comes in acting all goofy, but let's be honest, he's probably the best pure athlete that Jersey All Pro Wrestling has to offer right now. He's a tremendous athlete. If he wasn't, he wouldn't be the New Jersey State Champion. So he comes into this ring with a lot of know-how, a lot of knowledge in the sports entertainment game, but sometimes he doesn't take the matchup probably as seriously as he should, and it could cost him here tonight.
I mean, he's picking, you know, El Bandit, which turned out to be obviously Bandido Jr., who, I mean, not only is he not a pushover, he's pretty much a main eventer here in Jersey All Pro. He's one of the most revered competitors there is. I mean, Azrieal has wrestled for the heavyweight title recently, and you know, has proven himself over the years. Pinkie, we all know he hasn't been around in a while, but he was never one to take lightly.
Just because Pinkie hasn't been in Jersey All Pro Wrestling doesn't mean he's been wrestling. In fact, Pinkie Sanchez has become one of the more hardcore wrestlers, believe it or not, down in Philadelphia and in Delaware. He'll use thumbtacks, he'll use light tubes. I hope that won't happen here tonight, but he's been known to do that in the past.
Well, I mean, Archadia, you can see him on the outside of the ring strategizing. He plays a good mental game. He knows all the tricks, but in terms of actual wrestling ability, his skill set may be the lowest out of all 4 men.
I believe the ringside photographer was told to keep Arcadia's glasses, and now he has them on.
I guess he's being bullied into wearing those bright light-up shades.
In the ring right now, we have Pinkie Sanchez and Azrieal. Outside, Arcadia was working over Bandido Jr. Oh, Pinkie with the flying ass drop on Azrieal.
Oh, and a low blow. Look, he just had everybody, Arcadia did, have everybody distracted by shouting, "That guy's got a gun." I mean,
I don't think you can do that in a public place.
no, that's like yelling fire in a movie theater. It's not, your freedom of speech does not cover yelling, "That guy's got a gun," so you can nut tap your opponent.
Where are our Jersey City finest when you need them right now? Arcadia with the Russian leg sweep on Pinkie Sanchez and a drop kick, or a leg drop, excuse me, right to the chest. And here comes Patton and Arcadia. There's the second one. Oh, but Pinkie got out of it.
Pinkie is very intelligent, and here's why. Oh, and he looks like he's got his hand down his tights. Oh no, he had his finger down the back of his tights and then wiped it across Arcadia's nose and across his own. I mean, you talk about mind games. Oh.
The Latin swing by Bandido Jr. and a brainbuster on Pinkie Sanchez. Sanchez disgusting the entire crowd here, and Bandido Jr. all but wiped out Sanchez in that match.
And Bandido is going against, and he gets tripped by Arcadia, who's on the outside of the ring, always strategizing.
Wasn't that called a dirty Sanchez?
I guess one could refer to it as such. And it looks like, wait, did Arcadia walk in here with a slight stubble mustache? There's some kind of, I don't know what that is under his nose, but irregardless, Arcadia is in control, and he's digging in that nose of Bandido Jr. Azrieal, just watching, and it looks like they're using a little teamwork here. Azrieal and
that's surprising, because a few years ago, about three and a half years ago, Azrieal and Arcadia had quite the feud going on in Jersey All Pro Wrestling around the 8th anniversary show and after. And now to see them sort of work as a team, all to keep Bandido Jr. out of this matchup.
Well, one of the things that makes a matchup like this so hard to win is not only do you have to pin someone, but there's two other guys that are trying to stop you from pinning your opponent. So you have to make sure all three men are knocked out for enough time for you to get the 3 count on one.
Double elbow by the team of Azrieal and Arcadia on Bandido Jr. Again, Bandido embarrassed at our last event here in Jersey City, was handcuffed. Eddie Kingston and B-Boy threatened to manhandle his sister if he didn't utter the words, "I quit." And Sam, we talked about it in B-Boy's match, we'll talk about it now. That feud between Bandido Jr. and Unforgiven is far from over.
And I mean, Bandido Jr. psychologically, he can't be giving this match as much as he should. But what happened to his sister at our last show, has got to be weighing heavy on his mind and is probably distracting him in this match. While obviously the fact that Bandido Jr. is not giving this match his all does not bother Arcadia.
Arcadia very happy with himself right now, and I gotta ask, you think if he somehow is successful in this matchup, and he only has a 25% chance of retaining the championship here, you think he's gonna ask you if he can be on the Opie and Anthony show?
That's good math, and Arcadia actually already has. Arcadia goes down hard. He somehow obtained my phone number recently. I can only hope that in this match, somebody breaks his jaw and fingers so he will stop calling and texting me.
Well, Pinkie Sanchez might have just done that with that flying leg drop. And right now, Azrieal with those knife-edge chops that are echoing across the Golden Door Charter School, but Pinkie with that leg lariat clothesline taking down the good guy.
Pinkie has made a career of allowing people to underestimate him. He comes in dancing, wearing all pink, half jackets, you know, just creeping, pleather, creeping people out in general. People underestimate him thinking, oh, this is a guy I can take lightly. And look at the way, I mean, he's performed well, to say the least, in this match. All 4 men are up now.
But Arcadia doesn't know, and he just got met with 2 roundhouse rights. Arcadia now getting destroyed by all 3 athletes.
Down he goes. Oh, look. Did you see how hard Azrieal just hit Pinkie? And Bandido Jr. going straight after Azrieal now.
So we got Bandido Jr. and the good guy in the ring, the champion Archadia out to the floor, and according to him, this is a one pinfall match. This is not elimination style. I couldn't verify that, so who only knows what's going through the mind of Archadia. He might change it as the matchup progresses, but according to him, right now, this matchup one fall to a finish.
Spinning DDT has taken Azrieal down, but you know what? According to Archadia, this match also has to end with Archadia is the winner. So I don't exactly know how set in stone Arcadia's rules are, and if they're official or not.
Arcadian, only in his mid-20s, has already been a professional wrestler over 9 years, so he's not a rookie coming in this match. He knows what it takes to win a matchup of this importance. And again, I mean, he was duped in this matchup, but I kind of respect him for putting in 3 of the best.
And Archadia is doing a very good job of,
the shiny hiney, this could do it. Pinkie could be the champ, but I think Azrieal broke that up.
The always unpredictable Pinkie Sanchez, who is an absolute maniac. The thing is, the reason that he wears pink and the reason that he dances around like this is because he just doesn't care. He doesn't know what he's doing. He doesn't care about what people think, to the point that he wants to make people think he's weird. Look at this. He doesn't know what's going on and he doesn't care.
Bandido said, stay right there. Oh! He went through the top and middle rope, and with that DDT spiking the head of the New Jersey State champion, I gotta believe Archadia has to be out cold from that DDT.
And Pinkie Sanchez, standing alone in the middle of the ring, looks to be impressed.
And now Azrieal clapping along with Pinkie.
And the good guy just tricked Pinkie into thinking that they were a team. Over the top rope goes Azrieal.
And Azrieal caught his knees on that top of the steel barricade. That could have injured the good guy right there. And once again, Pinkie Sanchez alone in the ring.
Now, the disqualification rules don't apply because this is a 4-way match. But in a regular match, Azrieal going over the top rope onto his opponents like that, he would be disqualified.
Maybe back in 1980.
Well, those were the good old days, weren't they?
Pinkie Sanchez hyping up the crowd here in Jersey City. Goes off the top with the moonsault.
Moonsault. Moonsault off the top. And Pinkie is going nuts. Pinkie is driving this crowd absolutely insane.
He took down all 3 opponents. It's like a strike in bowling. He took down Archadia. He took down Azrieal. He took down Bandido Jr. and Sam Roberts. In Pinkie's mind, we could just be moments away from a new hip Jersey State champion.
Yeah, but in Pinkie's mind, George Clinton is constantly playing some kind of funk music. His mind is something that we can't even begin to reach, and he's absolutely insane, but he is dominating this match.
Pinkie Sanchez went to Los Angeles to the Staples Center for the memorial service for Michael Jackson.
Of course he did. Pinkie Sanchez misses Michael more than any of us could imagine. I can only hope that his trips to the Neverland Ranch are not what put him in the state that he's currently in.
Archadia could be injured after that move, and Bandido Jr. quickly comes in and turns his attention to Pinkie Sanchez. Again, just feel the chops. You saw the sweat coming off the chest right there of Pinkie Sanchez. Oh!
Drops him on his head, and somehow that pink scarf is still neatly tied around Pinkie's neck.
The reverse pile driver, not enough to put Pinkie Sanchez away. He somehow was able to get the shoulder up, but you know Sanchez is hurting after that move.
I think he's hurting, but I don't know if pain is something that he feels. And this series of back and going on between Bandido and Azrieal. Azrieal is fired up, and he's got me fired up.
He could have just knocked out Bandido Jr. with that kick. Bandido was seeing stars, but was able to know the count of the referee to get that shoulder up.
Well, in the past several months, Bandido Jr. has been knocked out more than once by Eddie Kingston. And being knocked out, being knocked unconscious is not something that exactly strengthens you.
Archadia, that's a sweet move. right on the head of Azrieal. This time he hooks the leg. The champion with the cover, and the challenger kicks out.
It was not enough. As much joking has been going on in this match with Archadia, with Pinkie, with everyone. Let's keep in mind, this match is for the Jersey State Championship. I mean, you've watched the YouTube videos. You know Archadia is obsessed with that belt. Not just the title, but the belt itself. He considers the championship belt to be his best friend. He will do basically anything to make sure he walks out with that belt.
Archadia came into this matchup with a huge sense of humor, was all smiles, was all happy. But once this matchup was going, I think he realized the seriousness of this matchup. And Pinkie Sanchez was standing on the kneecap and hurting Azrieal. Tried to go for that Stevens bomb, but Azrieal got out of the way.
Look at Bandido's on the top.
Oh my God! Pinkie kicked out as a leaping Bandido Jr. came off the ropes. Jr. hit the backcracker. This could do it, but Azrieal somehow kicks out.
I don't know where this match is going. Looks like Arcadia's back up, but Bandido Jr. is going for it. Down goes Archadia.
Flatliner in the Kuji cutter by Bandido Jr.
Is he going to tap? Is he going to tap? Is he going to lose his best friend, that Jersey State Championship?
May God help us all if he loses that championship. He might go into a severe depression, but right now he might not have no choice.
Archadia is taking on 3 of the top athletes in Jersey All-Pro Wrestling, trying to keep that belt. If he does not walk out of here with the belt, I would put him on immediate suicide watch.
Bandido Jr. had the Koji cutter in the center of the ring, but Archadia was somehow able to fester off the pain and was able to get out thanks to 2 other opponents. And this matchup continues on, but the champion is hurting and hurting bad.
And it looks like Bandido Jr. Oh!
Pinkie had that German suplex. Azrieal did hit move. Pinkie was able to get a 2 count as Archadia just took down the good guy. So much action going on right now, Sam.
A truly amazing match. I can't believe there's only 1 referee in position for this match. All these guys want to win so badly. They're giving it their best. They are giving all they have in this match. And Azrieal, once again, is upside down as Archadia gets dropped right on his head.
Azrieal in a tree of woe. Pinkie Sanchez hit the reverse Hurricane Rana on the New Jersey State champion. And once again, Pinkie Sanchez going to the ropes. Once again, standing on the kneecaps of the good guy.
That time he got it.
Exactly, 2nd time's the charm. Hits the bombs away. This could do it for the good guy.
And Azrieal kicks out.
How was he able to kick out?
Because, Mark, 3rd time's a charm, not 2nd time.
Well, roll of the dice by Bandido on Pinkie Sanchez. And at this point in the contest, everybody has to be feeling the effects of this contest. Archadia goes in. Oh! He threw powder right in the eyes.
Bandido Jr. is temporarily blinded. I don't know what he just threw at him.
And that knockout drop kick of Archadia, he threw powder in the eyes. Bandido Jr. is blinded. Archadia now with Pinkie Sanchez and just spikes him on his head. That devastating spike pile driver, hook of the leg, and that's it.